Coming up in the news, residents voice their opinions on a proposed permanent Metro park and ride location. We'll have the details. Plus, 2 new leaders join the Fire and Rescue Service team. We'll introduce them. And if your group is taking part in the annual Snowfest festival and parade, we've got some exciting details about new changes for this year's event. Hello and thank you for watching In the News. I'm Bobby Bracken. Missouri City residents are all abuzz. Sudden rain coupled with our warm temperatures have brought back mosquitoes. But there are things you can do to fight the bite. Use insect repellent outdoors. Wear long sleeves and pants at dawn and dusk during peak mosquito biting times. Sweep lawn clippings away from storm sewers. Keep gutters clean. Keep an eye out for excess water where mosquitoes breed. And spray your backyard with a mosquito spray. Dozens of residents turned out for a recent community meeting to hear official comments on the proposed construction of a permanent park and ride facility near the Fort Bend Tollway and Highway 6. Representatives from Missouri City, Fort Bend County, and Metro discussed the project and addressed questions from residents. The proposed site would include 500 initial parking spaces and easy access to Highway 6. Mayor Alan Owen explained the benefits Missouri City receives by being in the Metro network, and bus passengers praised the convenience of the service.
It's just another way for the citizens of Missouri City to realize what a penny of our sales tax goes to. We're in Metro. We're the only city in Fort Bend County that's in Metro. We pay a penny of our sales tax into Metro, and this is one of the benefits that we get back.
I drove a couple of times and I was so stressed by the time I got to work, so mass commuting is the way to go.
The transportation options are pretty limited. If you don't have a vehicle, then you're stuck, so this really is a step forward. I think it's progress.
The permanent Metro park and ride location behind the Kroger location at Highway 6 and the toll road is expected to be finalized in 2014.
We bring you highlights from the October 17th meeting. Fire Chief Russell Sander introduced Paige Day as the new Assistant Chief of the Missouri City Fire and Rescue Services. Day brings extensive emergency management experience to the position.
She has been very involved in the community of Tucson in developing safety legislation and implementing safety curriculum for southern Arizona. Paige has a bachelor's degree in public safety administration and a master's degree in fire service administration from Grand Canyon University. She is currently pursuing her PhD in education and leadership studies.
And council members recognize the Finance Department for receiving the Award for Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada for the 27th consecutive year. The distinction is for the fiscal year ending July 2011 and represents the highest form of recognition in accounting for the comprehensive annual financial report.
And what the auditors are looking for, not only financial accuracy, but also compliance with the procedures that are in place, because they need to rely on those procedures being done so that they don't have to look at every number that is in those financial books.
And council members recognize Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Tolan for his service to the U.S. Marine Corps. Lieutenant Colonel Tolan has served in both Iraq and Afghanistan. Council members also recognized Missouri City resident An Fan Lee for her contributions to the community as an exceptional teacher. Fan Lee recently earned the Outstanding Teacher of the Year Award for 2011 from the Texas Council for Social Studies. The council members heard from First Colony residents about sidewalks. One homeowner was concerned about the poor condition of some sidewalks in the area, posing a safety risk. Another resident complimented the city for fixing a number of sidewalks, but noted that funds have been spent for upgrades in areas where very few residents use them based on past studies. And council members heard from the executive director of First Colony Community Association about that organization's desire to take a common sense approach to sidewalk concerns.
We want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. And to that end, we're working cooperatively, as Scott mentioned, with city staff so that we can deal with the this issue.
And council members also heard from New Point Estates homeowners. One resident was concerned the community will not receive adequate city services if the portion of the subdivision not currently within the city limits is annexed. Another resident applauded the city's and Fort Bend County's work north of Long Point Creek and said he would like to see drainage work done in his area of the subdivision, which he said now receives twice as much runoff since the work in the northern portion has been completed. And council members approved an interlocal cooperation agreement among the cities of Missouri City, Stafford, Richmond, Rosenberg, and Fort Bend County for a regional tactical rescue team. The team would be one of 4 that would respond to trench, collapsed building, rope, and confined space rescues in the Houston-Galveston Area Council region. The formation of the team, including training and equipment, is funded through several Department of Homeland Security grants awarded to the Fort Bend County Office of Emergency Services. And the council members authorized the fire chief to sign a memorandum of understanding between the City of Missouri City, the Texas Forest Service, and certain employees of the fire department who are members of the San Jac Incident Management Team. The Incident Management Team is a regional team established by the state to provide personnel to manage a disaster within the Houston-Galveston region or other parts of the state. And council members approved on the second and final reading a request by KTRK Television for a specific use permit to construct a 100-foot tower for state-of-the-art Doppler radar equipment. The station wants to move from its current location to improve the performance of the equipment. And that's your council wrap-up. You can find a summary of council action the following day on the city's website under Council Connection.
Thank you, Andrea. The Show Me City has a new Chief of Operations for the Division of Emergency Preparedness. Judy LaFavors most recently served as the Regional Planning Coordinator for the Fort Bend County Office of Emergency Management since August 2010. She also spent 8 years as an Army civilian doing both contingency and exercise planning in Virginia and Puerto Rico. Prior to her work with the Army, Judy served 6 years active duty in the U.S. Coast Guard. She also has a master's degree in project management from Colorado Technical University and a bachelor's of science degree in marine engineering and naval architecture from the United States Coast Guard Academy. On the environmental front, the city and Missouri City Green partnered to spruce up the entrance to the Fort Bend County Library in Missouri City. Volunteers in the city's forester planted colorful flowers, greenery, and a freedom oak at the center of the area at the library entrance across from the City Hall complex at 1522 Texas Parkway. Volunteers with Tree Search Farms planted a grove of trees along the trail on October 18th. The group has also made several donations to other forestry projects. A ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Edible Arbor Trail will be held on Thursday, November 10th at noon at 3811 Raoul Wallenberg Lane. Well, there are many gorgeous trees across Missouri City, but there's another tree planting opportunity that will highlight the restoration of the Quail Valley Urban Forest. The Missouri City Parks and Recreation Department and Quail Valley Golf Course staff will plant a freedom oak. A kickoff celebration for the 3 for Trees project will be held on Tuesday, November 15th at 11 a.m. at Quail Valley Golf Course on El Dorado Hole number 13. Golfers can make a $10 donation with the proceeds going towards tree care and plantings on golf course properties and at Missouri City Parks. Each 3 for Trees package purchased is good for a 20% discount for 3 rounds of golf with a cart. Just in time for the holidays, the Missouri City Police Department is holding the 3rd annual Operation Thanksgiving Stuff the Squad Car event. Officers will be collecting canned and non-perishable food items. The event will be held from 8 a.m. until noon on Saturday, November 19th in the parking lot of Public Safety Headquarters, 3849 Cartwright Road. The goal for this year's Operation Thanksgiving is to stuff at least 5 squad cars with food that will be donated to area food pantries to help feed those in need during the holiday season. If you started shopping for the holiday, save the date for Missouri City's community-wide garage sale. Dozens of vendors will be offering bargains on clothes, shoes, artwork, furniture, home decor, and plenty of handmade arts and crafts. The event will be on Saturday, November 19th from 8 a.m. until noon at the City Hall Complex, 1522 Texas Parkway. Booth space can be reserved for $20. Registration will be accepted in person at the Community Center. Call 281-403-8644 for more information. Of the holidays, this year's annual Snowfest Festival and Parade will include many new events along with traditional favorites. The tree lighting will be held on Friday, December 9th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Community Center, 1522 Texas Parkway, with the parade at 9 a.m. on Saturday, December 10th at the corner of Cartwright and Murphy Roads. The deadline for entering this year's parade is Monday, December 5th. Registration forms may be picked up at the Community Center or downloaded from the website under Online Service Center on the homepage. Forms should be sent to kfrye, K-F-R-Y-E, at MissouriCityTX.gov. Food booths from December 9th event cost $150, and craft booths are $100 with the donation of one item to be raffled off. For more information and to submit applications for spaces, residents and merchants can call 281-403-8644. Now we leave you with a look at the exciting Buffalo Battle Adventure Challenge held on Saturday, October 15th at Buffalo Run Park. The partnership between the city and Rice University featured teams competing against each other in canoeing, rock climbing, and many other exciting events. Thank you for watching In the News.